I'm going to the spot so I can do my video. I'll be there in about 30 seconds. Okay, so we talked about everything from passport bros to, the date market here in America. Let's talk about how to lock down a high value man's heart. A lot of you females don't get it, and some of you females get it. You see what I'm saying? Some of you females get it and some don't. Now the thing is, man, you can't just waltz or force yourself into a high value man's heart. Number one, you gotta pay attention to what he wants, his needs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females, they think that just because they look good, that's gonna do it. Oh no, it goes beyond looks, baby. It goes beyond your looks. Now your looks is part of it, don't get me wrong. But if you hard-headed and you ain't submissive, you ain't gonna lock down a high value man. You feel me? A lot of them females, they talk about, I don't need a man. Ain't nothing going on with the rent. What did Kevin Samuels say? Ain't nothing going on with the rent. And all that stuff, that'll scare a high value man away. Once you start talking that bullshit like that, high value man walk away. He's like, oh, what? You don't need me? Okay. I'm gonna go see what submissive Angela is doing. Number one is being submissive to a man. Then comes your looks, your body, keeping yourself in shape, lean, keeping yourself lean. Our females, they tend to blow up like a goddamn blimp. I'm like, that's not how you get a high value man. You see what I'm saying? That's not how you get a high value man. It goes deeper than your looks. Your looks don't mean nothing if you're not submissive. You see what I'm saying? Your looks don't mean nothing, bro. Your looks don't mean nothing if you ain't submissive as a woman. Number two, man, you gotta have that hair gotta be long. I mean, your hair gotta be down to your waist. I don't care if you got like a weave in or something. A female got weave. Your weave in better be down to your waist. You gotta have long hair. You see what I'm saying? High value men, they like long hair. You feel me? Long hair all the way down to your waist. That's what a high value man like. And like I said, man, being submissive, that's the thing that a lot of like high value men crave. They crave women who are in shape, submissive. And another thing, you can't be too old. You can't be past 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? You can't get a high value male if you pass 35. Okay, we'll let you slide with the early 30s. You see what I'm saying? But when you get to be a certain age, high value men are not checking for you unless he's in his 60s or something, or 70s or whatever. A lot of you females, you ain't checking for dudes in their 60s and 70s and stuff. You ain't checking for them. But that's what you're gonna get if you're past 35. If you look good enough. I mean, hell, look at Donald Trump's wife. She's past 40, but Donald Trump, what? How old is he? Like 70 something. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you're gonna be checking for. That's what's gonna be. I mean, that's what's gonna be checking for you. That's what's gonna be checking for you. You feel me? But it goes beyond the looks, though. I see a lot of like women. They don't know how to interact with like high value men. I checked that. I peeped it because they so caught up in themselves and how they look, and they think they're the shit. They think they're all that, but when they're like approached by a high value man, or uh, you know, they don't know how to act. They because you know all the simps and motherfuckers who are like pussy beggars, they put them up on a pedestal. They put women on the pedestal. So a lot of women, they think they're all that, but when they're approached by a high value man, they don't know how to act. They fumble the ball. I've seen this before, bro. A lot of females, they're approached by a high value man, and they can look pretty. They could be an 8, 9, or a 10, and they will fumble the ball because they don't want to be submissive toward any man. They're not knowing that they fucking they fumbled that ball. I mean that that bag. I mean, they fumbled that bag big time. You see what I'm saying? Because when a man, let me tell you something real quick. When a man get a bag, oh, watch out. Just watch out. Just watch out. Women are kicking in doors everywhere, but they don't know how to act. I noticed that, man. They don't know how to act around high value men. They don't know how to be submissive. They don't know how to be feminine. Now, those are the key points right there, man. If a woman wanna like lock down a high value man, gotta be feminine as hell. Like I said, the hair gotta fall down to the waist. What did Usher say? What did Usher say? What did Usher say? High, your hair flows down to your waist. Can I get a taste? You see what I'm saying? Even Usher know what I'm talking about. He's talking about, that song, There Goes My Baby, right? He's talking about your hair flows down to your waist. Can I get a taste? That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Your hair gotta flow down to your waist. Your hair gotta be all the way down your back. I don't care if it's weave or natural. It's gotta be all the way down your goddamn back. And then you gotta be feminine. See, a lot of females, they don't understand about femininity. That's the number one that will get that's the number one key that get your foot in the door with a high value man. High value man see that you're feminine, oh man, you got your foot in the door. He see that you're an 8, 9, or a 10, or even a 7 or whatever it looks, but you hella feminine. Oh man. Now let me tell you something real quick. Getting a high value man, it's not an easy task for a lot of you females. You see, what I observed and what I have come to realize is that uh, a lot of females, like I said, they don't know how to be around high value men, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know, they don't know how to be around high value men. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to be around high value men. And um, the weight, a lot of females be going over. I mean, bro, that weight it has to be in check. Don't get me wrong, the high value man, he could be fat, not of shape or whatever, but you as a woman, you cannot be out of shape and fat. That would screw up your chances of getting a high value man. Okay? And like I said, you gotta be under 35. And anything past 35, man, high value man, I'm not checking for you. Unless he's like 60 or 70. Another thing, you can't have no kids, man. I noticed that a lot of females they screw up their chances of getting a high value man when they got kids by another man. It's just, that destroys your chances. Okay, that destroys your chances. And I know some of you females will come around, hey, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with having kids? And that man gotta accept me and my kids at the same time. No. Um, you see Kim Kardashian, she got kids by Kanye. She's gonna, even though she's a billionaire, she's gonna struggle getting a man that she really wants. She passed 40. She still look good for her age. She gonna struggle. It's the key is femininity, man. You know, a lot of females they with that masculine shit, bro. You know, and the more a female becomes a corporate pole dancer, the more she becomes that, man, the more masculine she is. What I mean by corporate pole dancer is that she's dancing on the pole for corporate America. You know what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of females, I noticed that they don't know how to lock down a high value man. You know what I'm saying? They fumble the ball because they think that, you know, that they're all that in the bag of chips. They think that they're the prize and they don't need a man to validate them and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I noticed that, bro. But no, 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 no. The key to a man's heart, a high value man's heart, is through femininity and listening, bro. Listening to this man. Listening to what he has to say. Listen, you guys, you be mumbling at the mouth and thinking you all that in a bag of chips. You gotta listen to this man. You see what I'm saying? You gotta listen to him. You can't be out here, oh, you know, blah 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 and blah blah blah, and just talking up a storm and don't even know what you're talking about and don't know how the shit go. You don't even know how to lock down a high value man. High value man, he craves quiet, being submissive and quiet. When you motor mouth, blah 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 blah, that turns a lot of high value mans off. I'm just saying straight up. That blip 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 talking a whole lot, man ain't checking for you like that. He ain't checking for you like that. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk a lot, man, it scare a lot of men off, man. I know a lot of females out here, they just don't listen to the man or whatever. Um, there's a lot of females out here that just fumble the ball or they fumble the bag, man, because they don't know how to be with a high value man. They so used to like simps and motherfuckers who who are pussy beggars, just kissing their ass all the time. They're not used to a high value man that got some status, that got some money, that can take them on vacations whenever he feels like it. You see what I'm saying? You know, whenever he feel like it, he could take you on vacation to an exotic island or exotic paradise or whatever. Okay, so these men, they're looking for silence, man. Too many of you females, you be just running off at the mouth, just talking too much, and you ain't paying attention to what this man desires and what he needs in his life. You see what I'm saying? Just listening, quiet. That's what we like, man. I know you say it's about, well, do you really want a woman that's boring? And, do you really want a woman that's quiet all the time? Well, I don't. I mean, a high value man, he he doesn't like uh, he doesn't desire a female that always quiet, but there's a time to talk and when not to talk. So when a high value man is talking, you need to listen and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And then after he's done talking and getting his feelings out, or whatever, and then you can add on your 2 cents. But that guy did not like get out there and work hella hard and become the man that he wanted to become to go home to a nagging wife. You see what I'm saying? He did not go out there and suffer and work hella hard just so he could come home to a nagging wife. You see what I'm saying? All the nagging and stuff a lot of females be doing. That fucks up a lot of shit, man. I noticed that. A lot of females that come in contact with high value men, they start that nagging and shit. Nah. I see a lot of beautiful women out there. They single as hell. We got a beautiful, drop dead gorgeous. They got the BBL. They got big old breasts. They're in their 20s, but they single as hell because they don't know how to treat a high value man. When a high value man approach them, they don't know how to act. I noticed that. Like I said, I noticed that. They don't. You see what I'm saying? They don't know how to act. They get approached by a guy who's high status. He's a high roller. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to act. So these guys, let me tell you something about high value men. They're very, very picky. I'm gonna say it again. High value men are very, very picky. Meaning that even if you got like some ugly feet or something, he gonna X you out. If you talk too much, he gonna X you out. You know what I'm saying? If you even breathe wrong or if you snore, he gonna X you out. These guys are fucking picky, bro. That's the reason why it's so hard for a female, even if she's beautiful. That's why it's so hard to lock down a high value man. You talking about picky dudes, bro? This dude, he would X you out. High value man would X a female out just because she had a bad outfit on during their date. He'll X her out just because of that. Like I don't like her fucking outfit. I'm gonna X her out, And plus she didn't really pay attention to what I was saying. These dudes are full of themselves. They got ego. You see what I'm saying? High value man got ego. And it's up to a female, like some of you females that's listening to this video. It's up to you to feed into the ego. You gotta stroke his ego. Cause we like that. We like that. We like the ego stroking, bro. We don't like the little princess the little queen bee. What time is it? We don't like the princess. We don't like the little queen bee, mouthy, always got a lot to say, putting her 2 cents into everything. You see what I'm saying? Nagging and stuff like that. We don't like that. Get rid of you quick. We'll trade you in quick. And I hear some of you females, you complaining about these high value men, like getting rid of you really, really fast because they got options. These dudes got options galore, bro. A high value man is like a female that's an 8, 9, or a 10. You know what I'm saying? Picky. These dudes can get any fucking woman that they desire. Well, not every single woman, but they can get what they want. They can get a woman with a big ass and some nice tits. You know what I'm saying? They can get a woman that can listen good, that can make love in the bedroom real good. I noticed that, bro. A lot of guys are fucking picky as hell. And they're not gonna settle for a female that don't listen. You know what I'm saying? We like quiet. We like peace and quiet. We don't like females that are mouthy and shit. That's a turnoff for a high value man. Just talking, and talking, and more talking. Never listening to what the man got to say. And guess what? Guaranteed, he ain't gonna call you back no more after that. When you run your mouth throughout the whole entire date that you on with the high value, he gonna X you out. Oh, next. He gonna be like, next. Get on. That's it. He gonna X you out. And you be like, God damn, this motherfucker ain't called me back. Yeah, because you was mouthing off the whole entire time, talking a gang of shit that he didn't like. These dudes, they ready to X you out for any old goddamn reason. These high value men. You see what I'm saying? They're ready to X you out so goddamn quickly because they got options. Imagine if you were, let's just make women of the West as a prime example. Okay. If you're an average guy, you go out on a date with a female, right? You ain't got money, you ain't got cars, you ain't got jewelry, you ain't got houses, you ain't got nothing. You just an average dude paying his rent, working and stuff. So you go out with a female, she's like a fucking 5 or a 6 or whatever. You go out with her, she gonna X you out really quickly if she find out that she don't like something about you or something like that. If she don't like the way your hair was or the way your clothes was, because that she has a lot of options, she's gonna kick you to the side and she gonna toss you to the side like a fucking Lay's potato chip bag. You know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking shit with high value men. High value men got an endless amount of options. And what goes down is that a lot of females, they go out on dates with these men and screw it up, bro. Just by talking way too much. They screw it up, they do. I'm telling you. And then, you see, they thinking that they talking to just the average guy or whatever. You're not talking to an average guy. You're talking to a guy that owns and just, you're talking to a guy that's a high value man that makes a lot of money. You feel me? Talking to a guy with high status, talking to a guy with millions of dollars in the bank, and what a female needs to do when she up on a date with a high value man, she needs to listen to the man. He'll tell you how to win his heart over if you fucking just listen. How you gonna infiltrate a enemy's lair or a enemy base if you don't know what to look out for? Okay, think about it. You in the army, right? You're trying to infiltrate the enemy's base. If you don't know where all the traps and the machine guns or the turrets or whatever, if you don't know where they at, how you gonna infiltrate the base? First of all, you gotta scope the place out with binoculars, right? So you gotta scope the place out with binoculars. You gotta um, know how to get in, right? You scope the place out with binoculars, knowing where everything is at. So that way, when it's time to infiltrate the enemy's base, you know where to be and how to be. You know what I'm saying? You know all the tricks and trades and everything. So that way you can to the enemy's base and to the lair, right? You know, same thing when I'm saying, I'm making an analogy. Same thing with the listening. You females don't listen. My God, it's so easy. It's so you don't listen. If you don't listen to what the man is saying, how you gonna know you know how you gonna know how to get to his heart? He'll tell you all about himself. Let that high value man just mumble off at the mouth, and he'll tell you where his weak points are, how to get to his heart. He'll tell you what he likes and what he doesn't like. So then you play on that, okay? I'm talking to you women out there. You play on what he be saying. If you listen to what he's saying, he gonna fucking tell you. He gonna look at you and be like, you know what? You're a good listener. I like you. You see what I'm saying? But all this being, Big Bertha and all that other stuff, it ain't gonna work. Putting on all kinds of pounds, it ain't gonna work. That's not how you get a high value man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females out here, they just let their weight go. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nah. High value man, he could be overweight as long as he's high value. But a female, no, no. Let me tell you, when I was dating a while back, you know, uh, females were being picky with me, man, being choosy and waiting for me to screw up somehow. Okay, they wait until I say something that they didn't like and they ghost me, right? Because they got options. A lot of females, that I was talking to, they got options. So they're gonna ghost you just like that and just let you go. It's the same thing with a high value man. High value man, he finds something that he really don't like about you, he gonna ghost you. He gonna call you back. Okay, I'm done. I got options. I got Candy from like across the street. Let's see what she doing. This female that was that was maybe she was an 8 in looks or whatever, and she was very mouthy and talkative and hella opinionated and all the other stuff. He didn't like that, so he gonna go see what's up with Candy across the street. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it'll work out between him and her. Like I said, you want to know how to get into that enemy's lair, you gotta fucking scope the place out first, and that comes with just listening and paying attention to where all the booby traps are and where to go and where not to go in that layer. Okay, I'm not gonna go over there, man. You got the binoculars on or whatever. I'm not gonna go over there because that's a turret over there. That shit gonna shoot me up. I can't go over there. Okay, there's an open fence over there. Okay, good. I'm gonna go over there. You got the binoculars, right? You scoping the place out, and you're listening to your captain. You know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff, right? You can't just walk up in there, and think that this man is just a normal man. No, he's a high value man. He makes a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And he deserves some goddamn respect. You see what I'm saying? He deserves some goddamn respect. But I know, like I said, I know a lot of like females. They don't know how to Um, they don't know how to be submissive toward any man. It don't matter how much money this guy makes. I see a lot of women, they try to pull that same bullshit that they would pull on a regular man, a low value man, right? These dudes, I told you, these dudes got options galore. They ain't for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're not for that bullshit. And no, you can't let your weight go. You can't put on all kinds of pounds. You know what I'm saying? These men do not like that. They don't like fat women. Yeah, there's some high value men that like thick women with big breasts and big asses and stuff like that. But you can't have a stomach that has a pooper pouch. Okay, a lot of these females, they think they can get a high value man with a stomach that has a pooper pouch from having kids and stuff. Because once a woman have a kid, let me tell you something. Her her body ain't the same. Her stomach ain't the same. High value man, look at that shit. When you put up your photos on TikTok or Instagram, and you got that extra skin layer on your stomach from having kids and stuff like that, high value man gonna X you out really quickly. Oh no, no, no. See, a high value man be like, oh no, she gotta have a lean stomach with no extra skin. Having babies and stuff like that, that creates extra skin on a female stomach. High value man, they can see that shit. No, 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 he not gonna. No, that's a done deal, man. Yeah, dumb deal. Why you think, Kim K didn't want to have a baby through her vagina? Or why you think that she got a surrogate mother? Because a baby would destroy your body completely. It creates extra skin, because it stretches out the stomach, so the stomach, um, it gets extra skin, right? Because it stretches out the stomach. You know, the love handles kick in, the overweightness kicks in. Okay, so no, you can't have a child by another man. That's one thing you cannot do as a high value man. You know what I'm saying? High value man, X that shit out because he got so many options. He got women that are from 18 to 24 coming at him, okay, with no children. So when you come along with children, he gonna be like, oh no, I got the 22-year-old across the street that want to go and have some food, some lunch with me. Or I got the 23-year-old that's like down the block that want to go play golf with me on Saturday. No, no, thank you. I don't have to deal with that. Because let me tell you something. Same thing, women. Women don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want no broke guy. They don't want no guy that's super short. That's 5'3". Okay. So when women have these standards, high value men got these standards too. You see what I'm saying? High value men got standards, big time. That's what's so good about being a high value man. It's like you can afford to have standards, and you can afford to like X women out when they don't act right and when they don't pay attention. It's all about listening to this man. A lot of you females, you're so caught up in how beautiful you are. You're so caught up in yourself. You forget that high value man, they're at the top of the food chain. Eight, nines, and tens, females, you're not at the top of the food chain. Men with power and money are. Men with power and money are. You see what I'm saying? You are not at the top of the food chain. And you think that these simps that come around to your Instagram, that come around to your OnlyFans, just giving you compliments and stuff like that, that's nothing to a high value man. That's nothing to when it comes to a high value man. High value man, he's at the top of the food chain. And you gotta treat him as a man that's at the top of the food chain. You got to treat him as such. No, you can't treat him as a low-value man. No, you can't be out here being hella opinionated. Okay? You can't be out here talking up a storm, running your mouth like a motor. Nah, listen to what that man got to say. He'll tell you straight up. I'm talking to you females. He'll tell you straight up how to get to my heart. Let that man run his mouth off, and then play on what he say. You know what I'm saying? The man like if he like fruit in the morning, get your ass up in the morning, cut that man up some fruit. You know what I'm saying? If he like fruit on his pancakes, get your ass up in the morning after he get through waxing that ass, right? After he get through waxing that ass, get up and cut some goddamn fruit on that man pancakes, okay? And pour some syrup on top and some butter. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what that nigga got to say. Because a lot of you females, you're not good listeners. I noticed that. And you will fumble the bag when it comes to a high-value man, because you're listening to these goddamn simps that's giving you all kinds of validation, and you think you the shit. It gets to your goddamn head so quick that when a high-value man is approaching you, you thinking that he's that simp that gave you the validation online the other day. Don't confuse high-value men with simps. Low-value men simp. Don't confuse them. They're not the same. You see what I'm saying? Attentive. You gotta be attentive. A lot of females, they don't get that. You gotta attend to every single want and need that he has. You gotta attend to that. You see what I'm saying? Once he see that you just once he see that you a helper and not a competitor, he gonna open the door for you. Once he sees that you're a helper and not a competitor, he's gonna open the door for you. Guarantee you'll have high-value men all over the place. Once he sees that you are a helper, because a lot of females, they your competitor. They want to compete against you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to make more money than you. They want to drive more fancy cars than you. You know what I'm saying? They want to call the shots in their relationships. High-value man, he ain't gonna let you do that. Because no, he called the shots. It's his money. It's his money. You see what I'm saying? He gonna call the shots on you. He gonna call the shots in the relationship, He gonna call the shots in the relationship. And you gotta let that man be the shot caller. And I guarantee, as long as you're fit, you're working out, keeping your body in shape, and submissive, and a good listener, man, you're gonna catch you a high-value man big time. You see what I'm saying? Talking to you females. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video, man. You feel me? Just want to drop that quick one because I see a lot of females. Damn, I'm getting old. Hellcat getting old. I can't get up like I used to. I see a lot of females, fumbled in the bag big time. They just fumble the bag and just don't even care. I'm like, this is the reason why you can't get a high-value man, because you talk too much. You motor mouth. You don't have no ears. You don't listen to what this man got to say. And some females, I can't take it. I don't care how much money he got. Okay. You don't want to be a submissive, fit, and friendly girl? You ain't gonna get a high-value man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna end this video. You guys have a good night. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.